last two lectures we had discussed that financial management is having a goal of maximizing the shareholders' wealth. That is what guides all the important decisions which are listed here, which are four: investment, financing, dividend, and the short-term decisions of liquidity management. And the third component is risk and return trade-off. Okay, so whatever decisions we are taking, we must balance these two things. We can't bet too much on the risk that with the view of getting a very high profits. Okay, so the risk may uh, have another component of taking away all our capital, and also we must not forget about the returns. Okay, that has to be at least greater than the cost of capital or the cutoff rate, which is nothing but generally the returns we get if we invest our capitals in risk free uh, instruments, okay, like government bonds or fixed deposits and all. Okay, so I will take you through some uh, small questions just to understand how much you have understood. So first question, are you able to read? Dividend paid by a company are deducted expenses for calculating taxes. ये ट्रू है या फॉल्स है? Are you did you get the slide, new slide, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the answer to the first question? Quickly tell me. Dividend paid by the company are deductible expenses for calculating taxes. Is it true or false?
Sir, false.
False, I guess.
False. Okay, so dividend, whatever we pay, it does not give you any advantage for calculating taxes, or it doesn't reduce the taxes. Okay. Then is a deductible expense for computing corporate taxes. So ये same ही है. Basically, it is. What is the answer of this? Second one.
Interest paid on loan.
Dividend.
Interest paid on the loan is going to give you advantage for uh, reducing the taxes which you need to pay. Okay, if you don't have any interest, then you will have to pay the full tax. But if you have taken a loan and you are paying an interest, that component is can be deductible from the taxable amount which tax you need to pay. Then the mix of the debt and the equity is known as the technical term. What is it called? Mix of debt and equity is known as firms capital structure. Okay, it is called as capital structure. That is the term we use. Then if the firm doesn't invest sufficient fund in current assets, it may become. आया क्या वो slide?
नहीं सर, नहीं है.
Okay, और किसी ने ज्वाइन किया क्या? हाँ, so the first, what is the answer to the first? If the firm doesn't invest sufficient fund in current assets, it may become. It may become liquid, illiquid, less profitable. Illiquid. Illiquid is the correct answer. Basically, insolvency issues may come. Bankruptcy. यानी पैसे ही नहीं है देने के लिए, कैश ही नहीं मेंटेन किया, so that may lead to and cascading effect. Okay. Then proportion of the profit distributed is called as
Dividend.
Okay. The mix of debt and equity is known as firms. That is repeated. Then the next. Hello.
सर ते वो अभी लास्ट साइड पे जो इफ द पहिला क्वेश्चन था ना, काही नाही दे रहा. सर तिकडे ते हा सफिशियंट फंड्स इन करंट ऍसेट्स, तर सगळे करंट ऍसेट्स म्हणजे कुठे नक्की इन लिक्विड कॅश मध्ये हे सगळे आहेत का, हे सगळे इन स्टॉक मार्केटच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये जातात?
No. I will. That is the today's topic. We are going to discuss in detail about this current asset concept. So basically current asset means anything which you are holding in the form of the resource. It may be cash or some asset, some resource which can get converted into cash in a period of less than 1 year. Say for example raw materials which we are purchasing. Okay, so these raw materials we purchase with the view of getting them converted into finished products. Okay, finished products we are going to sell into the market and you generate the cash. ओके, तो ये जो पूरा प्रोसेस है इसको ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल हम लोग बोलते हैं. ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल मींस द टाइम विच इट टेक्स टू कन्वर्ट रॉ मटेरियल्स इनटू इन प्रोसेस इनटू फिनिश एंड फिनिश इनटू कैश बैक. तो ये जो जनरली पीरियड होता है इट इज लेस देन और इक्वल टू एटलीस्ट एटमोस्ट इक्वल टू अकाउंटिंग पीरियड. यानी जो भी फाइनेंशियल ईयर एंडिंग होता है अप्रैल से मार्च, तो उसमें ही वो जनरली हो जाता है. Sometimes we may have the nature of the products in such a way that number of times you convert raw materials into finished into cash, then again raw materials. Okay, so inventory management में वो concept आता है. You don't purchase everything at once. Okay, so current asset means anything, any kind of resource which you are holding that either it in the form of the cash already or it can get converted into cash. क्योंकि cash आपको payment के लिए लगता है ना. हाँ, जैसे रिलायंस कम्युनिकेशन का इशू क्या हुआ, वही हुआ ना कि दे हैड इन्वेस्टेड सो मच बट दे कुड नॉट रिकवर द मनी एंड व्हेन द डेटर्स केम, द पीपल who had given them money, not the shareholders, the people who had given loans to them, so their whatever terms were there, they are not getting fulfilled, no. So that is that lead it to the like bankruptcy kind of situation, insolvency हो गया ना, पैसे नहीं है देने के लिए, कैश चाहिए रहता है आपको. इफ यू आर मेकिंग पेमेंट्स सैलरीज के लिए कैश चाहिए, बराबर है. आपने किसी को आप रॉ मटेरियल उधार पे लिए तो उसको भी पैसा देना पड़ेगा ना, तो वो उसके लिए, तो वो अगर कैश आपके पास सफिशिएंट नहीं है तो वो इलिक्विड सिचुएशन हो जाएगा आपका. अगर आपने किसी को पैसे दिए तो आप कितना टाइम वेट करोगे ना. यू मे वेट फॉर 1 month 2 month 3 months, नॉट बियॉन्ड दैट. अगर वैसा होता तो फिर वो आके खड़ा हो जाएगा एंड देन दैट बिकम्स अ न्यूज एंड अदर पीपल आल्सो बिकम fearful and they also start asking for their money, and this is how it happens. So that's why it may lead to illiquidity if you are not maintaining current assets properly. Okay, so too much current asset is also not a good thing, neither too less current asset. There has to be some balance. So liquidity management proper होना चाहिए. Okay, understood?
Yes sir.
So now going ahead, the capital structure of the firm is considered as optimum when the profit is maximized or profit after taxes is maximized or earnings per share is maximized or none of the above.
Profit after taxes.
No, the correct answer is none of the above. We have a goal that shareholders' wealth should be maximized.
Yes, sir.
And that is reflected in the share prices of the firm. Okay, so that is a barometer we can say of checking the financial performance of the firm. That is shareholders' wealth that is reflected in the share prices of the firm. Okay. We had discussed it, na, profit after taxes. We have an ambiguity like what is the kind of profit we are talking about. So profit after taxes is okay, but then we had discussed a small example of 10,000 shares, if you remember that. 10,000 shares at 5 rupees each. If we are, so 50,000 is the profit. Then if you sell 10,000 more at 5 rupees and invest it at 5%, you may. That example is there in the book. I will share you the pages that explains that profit after taxes is not always ensures a proper financial performance. Okay, so capital structure is called as optimum only when shareholders' wealth is maximized. In profitability liquidity trade-off requires that the financial manager should develop sound techniques of managing. What is the right answer?
Current liabilities.
हाँ, करंट एसेट्स बोल सकते हैं हम, लायबिलिटी नहीं. Basically current asset is something is in our hand. Current assets यानी कि हम लोग current assets में जो पैसे डाल रहे हैं, that has a chance of getting converted into cash within a period of less than 1 year, and that will be used for paying current liabilities. Okay, so what is more important is managing the current assets. तो एक बार आपने वो manage कर लिया, तो current liabilities which are coming, we can properly take care of them. Okay, so more or less both the things come, but current assets is something which is in focus here. Okay, but that is what is we are going to invest before, and that has a chance of getting converted into cash in a period of less than 1 year, and obviously current liabilities is the thing for which we need cash. Okay, so ये जो concepts है that will get more cleared after today's discussion. Okay, so clear है ना ये current assets का?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
हाँ सर.
Now today's session will focus on these objectives. What is a balance sheet and its constituents? What is a profit and loss account? Then explain different concepts of profit. Then discuss the concept of working capital flow and list down the sources and uses of working capital. So it's a number of objectives are there. Maybe we can cover only 1 or 2 out of that. And the next week onwards, we are going to deal with the numericals involving profit and loss and balance sheet. Okay, so don't miss that. And whatever material I'll share by today end of the day or by tomorrow morning, you can just go through that whatever you have not understood properly. Okay, I will share you the PPTs as well as the videos and the pages of IM Pandey, scanned pages. Okay, because everything cannot be put on the slides. So balance sheet and profit and loss account, these words you might have already heard in some way or other. So we already discussed about various decisions a financial manager has to take. Now the basis for financial planning, analysis and decision making is the financial information. Okay, so financial information is also useful for making the major financial decisions like investment and financing decisions. And this financial information of an enterprise is contained in the financial statements. Okay, and now when you're talking about financial statements, they are of 3 types mainly. One of them is called as the balance sheet, another is called as the profit and loss account, and the third one is cash flow statements. Okay, so we will try to understand the basics of the statements, and in the next to next session we'll try to discuss some numericals involving profit and loss and balance sheet. So let us go ahead trying to understand the various constituents of the statements. The first one is आया क्या slide आया?
Yes, sir.
Financial statements, balance sheet. So balance sheet
हो सर हाल.
is one of the most important significant financial statements. It indicates the financial condition or the state of affairs of a business at a particular moment or a point of time. Okay, generally it is at the end of the financial year ending. So what is the financial year ending date?
March.
31 March.
31st March. Okay, 31st March is the financial year ending, and that is how our calendar also, if you look at our traditional calendars, that is the last month. Okay, so we are blindly following the calendar, Western calendar, which does not have any logic or reasoning. Okay, so we celebrate New Year's and all, but our financial things remain intact as per the traditional ones. Okay, so 31st March is the date. That is the financial year ending, and traditionally that is where our new year and it starts and the previous year ends. So balance sheet contains information about resources and the obligations. Okay, so technically the words which are used are assets and liabilities. Okay, so here we'll have a detailed discussion what are the different types of assets, liabilities, and these terms will uh, keep coming frequently in the numerical statements which are given to us. Okay, so તેનું જે વાઈફાઈ છે બંધ ન કરો મારું ચાલુ ન થાય. So a balance sheet is going to give you the status of our firm as regards assets and liabilities at a particular point of the time. Okay, then profit and loss presents the summary of revenues and expenses and the net income. Okay, so we'll have an examples of this. We'll understand that profit and loss is the statement which contains various types of profits, like a profit before taxes, after taxes, EBITDA, ये सब terms, and at the end you will get the net profit which you are earning. Okay, there are concepts like operating profit, and all those things will. So this statement gives you at the end of all the things which you have done, what is the net profit you have earned in a particular period of time. Okay, so generally it could be done at quarterly, half yearly, or yearly. The most important one is generally, like you might have heard in the stock market terms, like currently what is going on is the period of quarterly result declarations. Okay, most of the companies have declared their results, but maybe some of them will still be in pipeline. So after every 3 months, they do some calculations and they declare their quarterly results. Okay, whether they are in net profit or net loss or whatever it is. Okay, so that is coming from the statements. Okay, and the cash flow statements. Cash flow statements means whenever we are talking about financial management, we are not actually interested in accounting profits. That is one thing, but mostly we are talking about cash flows. Means how much amount of the cash is going out of the firm and how much of the cash is coming into the firm. Okay, so that is important. That is a important analysis which we need to do. Okay, so we'll take this in detail, profit, loss, and cash flow statements maybe in the next class. Okay, so today we may be able to complete only balance sheet constituents. So cash flow statement is nothing but a statement of changes in financial position on the cash basis. Okay, so it summarizes the causes of changes in cash positions between dates of the two balance sheets. Okay, so basically cash in hand or the components which could result into cash in a period of less than 1 year, how those things have changed. Okay, like working capital flow statements or say cash flow statements. So cash flow means it focuses only on the cash in hand, and the working capital flow will also contain some other resources which are exactly not in the form of the cash, but they are going to be converted into cash in a period of less than 1 year. That is operating cycle or financial accounting period. Okay, is this overall is the clear what is the difference between balance sheet and the profit loss and the cash flow statements?
Yes, sir.
Please unmute if there is a background noise is coming out. If you want to talk, you unmute yourself and speak and immediately mute yourself. So is the thing clear? Balance sheet is nothing but the statement of assets and liabilities. Profit and loss is a statement of the net income, expenses, revenues, and at the end of the exercise of profit and loss account, you are going to get the net profit value. And the cash flow statements summarizes the changes in the financial position on the cash basis between two balance sheets. Okay, 31st March 2019 to 31st March 2020 क्या changes हुआ cash flow में. Okay, whether it has increased, decreased, or it is constant, something like that. Okay, so going ahead, balance sheet contains these three components. आया क्या slide?
Yes, sir.
So first one is the assets, liabilities, and the owner's equity. Now owner's equity is nothing but the summation of all the net worth of the owner, like whatever shares he owns. Okay, like in Reliance, if you talk about the major shares will be held by the Mukesh Ambani or Ambani family. Some shares may be in the name of his wife, his daughter, his sons, and all. Okay, and there could be other family relatives which are part of that. Okay, so that is termed as the owner's equity, or we could say the total shares which are there available multiplied with the share price. Okay, so major portion will be obviously held by them, but owner's equity, this term is used because all the people who are holding shares, they are owners to that extent. Okay, so major portion is held by them, but owner's equity is basically the all the shares which are available to trade multiplied by the share price, today's share price. So that is the owner's equity. Okay. Assets are of two types. One is called the current assets and the fixed assets. We'll see more details about it in subsequent slides. Then liabilities are also of two types. One is the current liabilities and another one is the long-term liability. Okay. So now what are the components under current assets? Okay. So now please understand, current assets, which are also called as the liquid assets, are those resources of a firm which are either held in the form of cash or are expected to be converted in cash within the accounting period of or the operating cycle of the business. Okay, so accounting period, all of us know, 1st April to 31st March, and the operating cycle, as I already discussed, it's the time required to convert raw material into finished products, and the finished products are sold and they are again converted into cash. Okay, so that is generally at most equal to the accounting period or less than accounting period. Okay, so is the concept clear? Current assets are something which are held in the form of the cash or in the form of some other resource which gets converted into cash. Okay, in a period of less than 1 year, generally it is accounting period or the financial let's say operating cycle. Okay, and the fixed assets are long term in nature. They are held for periods longer than accounting period. Okay, so for example, if you have a machine which you have purchased, or say uh, a die molding machine or something like that, which is costing you few lakhs, or a die set you have purchased which is for BIW of automobile, which costs in crores. So that is going to be held for more than one accounting period. Okay. So examples of current assets: any form of cash which we have, which is not invested anywhere. Then the tradable securities means if you have purchased bonds, debentures, or shares of any other firm which are tradable, you can sell them and convert into cash in very less time. Then debtors are the people who have taken something from you on loan. Okay, like it's a very common practice if you talk to any businessman who is dealing into the products selling and buying. So they many a times take the raw material on credit from the suppliers, as well as you are supposed to give your finished products to the dealers on credit. Okay, so some percentage they may pay you immediately, some percentage of the total cost of the products they may tell you that within 6 months I will repay you. So they become debtors. Okay, so these debtors have to pay you within a period of less than 1 year, and it cannot go beyond financial year ending, because auditing concept, all of you know that auditing happens, and before that everything has to be settled. Okay, otherwise there are issues. Then the stock of raw materials, work in process inventory, finished goods. These are all the resources which gets converted into cash. Okay, so finished goods may get converted into cash immediately once they sold out. Work in process has to get converted into finished goods. So everything in terms of materials gets converted into cash. So that is called as the current asset. Is this clear?
Sir,
Huh.
sir, where
Gaurav?
does property lie, into current assets or fixed assets?
Property means you're talking about building, land, and all.
Yes, sir. Yeah, building and land.
That's fixed asset. Fixed asset that will come under the list of fixed assets.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then the current assets are over. Now current the fixed assets. This is what tangible fixed asset. Now fixed assets are of two types. One is called as a tangible fixed asset, means you have some physical form to those resources or assets like land, building, machinery, equipment, furnitures. Okay, so these things by the nature of the investment which we have done into them, like that is a huge investment, as well as the nature is such that they are used for a period of more than 1 year. Isn't it? You never purchase a machinery just to use it for 1 year. Okay, there could be examples where you made a mistake in purchasing a machine, wrong machine, then you have to sell it. But in general, the concept is machinery. When you are investing in your fixed assets, that investment is of the nature of involving a period of more than 1 year. Okay, and even if you have to sell it, suppose a very huge machine is there of say 25 lakhs, is it easy to sell it in the market? Generally, seeing that it takes good amount of time to even sell it, and even that 25 lakhs may not come at once. Okay, it's a big amount, so immediately cash में convert नहीं होता है. It may go beyond 1 year also, even after you initiated selling of that particular property. हाँ, जैसे लैंड का डीलिंग्स है, अपना खुद का फ्लैट आपको सेल करना है तो इजी है क्या सेल करने के लिए? आज मैंने सोचा कि भाई मैं सेल करूंगा, तो एक वीक में सेल हो जाता है क्या?
No, sir.
नहीं सर.
Even with our own properties which are of this nature, involving the huge capital investment, uh, it is not easy to sell. Even for 1 or 2 years you may keep finding the customer आता है लेकिन वो बोलेगा कि मैं इतने में पे करूंगा. बराबर है ना? So same happens with the industries as well. If they also decide to sell their this huge fixed assets, you cannot get a customer very easily, and even if you get a customer, he may not pay you everything, the valuation of that particular fixed asset at once. Okay, तो वो सब कुछ terms रहते हैं कि gradually they will give you the complete this thing price of that. Okay, so this is the first component, tangible fixed assets. Now you please understand there is one called depreciation. All of you must have heard this word. So this tangible fixed assets are recorded in the financial statements at cost. Okay, यानी कि अगर आपने एक लैंड खरीदा है few crores का, so that actual जो cost है उसका वो record होता है. ठीक है, that is no ambiguity in that. But there is a concept of depreciation. The amount जो भी आपने spend किया है, that is accounted for or allotted every year. यानी आपने जो 5 crores का लैंड लिया है, that land cost will be spread out over the useful period of that land. Okay, or say any kind of machinery suppose. जैसे कंसेप्ट है कि आप रिलेट कर पाओगे, आपने अगर 4-wheeler लिया तो आप उसका इंश्योरेंस निकालते हो ना, तो पहले साल में आपका इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम ज्यादा रहता है. Isn't it? Now when you go ahead, say suppose after 5 years, will the premium be same? इवन 5 साल के बाद में तो शायद कोई इंश्योरेंस करता भी नहीं होगा, या फिर मे बी वेरी मिनिमल, और यू मे गो फॉर ओनली थर्ड पार्टी, नॉट कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव इंश्योरेंस. ऐसे क्यों होता है? क्योंकि जो आपका जो कार है उसका वैल्यूएशन कम होते जा रहा है ना, एज द टाइम पासेस द वैल्यूएशन ऑफ दैट एसेट व्हिच यू आर होल्डिंग, say car or your bike or anything else, that depreciates in value, है ना. उसका जो वैल्यूएशन है कम हो रहा है, तो उतना ही वैल्यूएशन कंपनी को देना है बेसिकली. जैसे 5 लाख का कार आपने लिया, आपके 5 साल के बाद में 5 लाख में बिकेगा क्या? ऑब्वियसली नॉट. सो इट में है 2 lakhs और 2.5 lakhs इज दी आईवी, जो भी उसको बोलते हैं टेक्निकल टर्म्स में. तो उतना ही पैसा उनको देना है, तो उतने के हिसाब से आपको प्रीमियम पे करना है. ठीक है, सो सेम कंसेप्ट लाइज हियर एज वेल. सो दिस कॉस्ट ऑफ टेंजिबल फिक्स्ड एसेट्स आर रिड्यूस्ड एवरी ईयर बाय द अमाउंट ऑफ डिप्रिसिएशन. यानी 5 करोड़ को आप डिवाइड करते हो, समझो वो मशीन आप 15 साल के लिए यूज करने का प्रेडिक्ट कर रहे हो, तो 15 साल में उसको डिवाइड करते हो। तो ये डिप्रिसिएशन के भी कंसेप्ट हम लोग, देयर आर न्यूमेरिकल्स ऑन दिस, विल in the second section it will come under the costing. That time we'll discuss those things. Okay, so for the time being, you just remember that depreciation is the concept which is used for accounting the fixed assets into the account books. Okay, so depreciating an asset is a process of allocating costs and does not involve any cash outlay. तो ये भी एक पॉइंट है इंपॉर्टेंट कि जब भी आप डिप्रिसिएशन डालते हो तो उसका उस टाइम पैसे जा रहा है ऐसे नहीं है, बट वी आर जस्ट रिकॉर्डिंग इट. ओके, तो 5 crores has already gone, but in first year we are out of 5 crores x crores we are allotting to that particular financial year. नहीं तो क्या होगा, आपका प्रॉफिट लॉस टॉस पे चला जाएगा, आपको समझेगा ही नहीं कि एक पहले साल में 25 करोड़ 5 करोड़ गया, दूसरे साल में कुछ कॉस्ट ही नहीं है. सो दैट इज नॉट द राइट वे ऑफ अकाउंटिंग. तो डिप्रिसिएशन का कंसेप्ट हम लोग यूज करते हैं यहाँ पे. ठीक है. So next one is intangible assets. Intangible means, as the name suggests, they are not the form of the physical form. Okay, so but still that is valued. For copyrights, trademarks, trade name, goodwill, franchises. Okay, ये slide आया.
Yes, sir.
Intangible fixed assets का slide आया आपके सामने. So this is a list, also carries some इन सबको जैसे ब्रांड नेम को वैल्यू है, गुडविल, फ्रेंचाइजेस, ट्रेड नेम, तो ये सब के लिए भी आपको वैल्यूएशंस मिलता है. एंड अगेन व्हाटएवर इज द वैल्यूएशन दैट इज स्प्रेड ओवर द यूजफुल, और से व्हाटएवर दे हैव द कैलकुलेशंस, व्हाट इज द पीरियड, हाउ डू दे accounted in the financial statements. So that term which is used is amortized. AMORTIZED, amortized बोलते हैं उसको. So that is nothing but cost of intangible fixed assets are accounted over their useful lives. That process for fixed assets was called as depreciation. In case of intangible fixed assets, that is called as amortization. Okay, so the exact meaning is an accounting term that refers to the process of allocating cost of an intangible asset over a period of time. Okay, so it is used to lower the cost value of the intangible assets incrementally through scheduled changes to the income. ओके, जो भी आपका इनकम हुआ है उसमें से वो माइनस होता है जितना भी उसका वैल्यू डिप्रिशिएट हुआ है. ओके, बट अगेन प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दैट इज नॉट अ कैश फ्लो, यानी कैश आउटफ्लो नहीं है वो. उस टाइम ये नहीं किया है अपने एक्चुअल पेमेंट या ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. दैट इज जस्ट अ टर्म फॉर अकाउंटिंग पर्पस.